If you want to check out the whole show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. We move on to Saints Panthers. That's next up here for us. Saints open up as 5.5 point favorites. Now they're 6.5 point favorites. The indicator books tell us that it will go to 7. Total opens up at 51. It goes down to 48 or 47.5. Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina, 53 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 6 miles per hour. Saints 11-4, 5-2 on the road. Panthers 5-10, 2-5 at home. Saints coming off a dominant 52-33 victory at home over the Vikings. Kamara rushed 22 times for 155 yards. Tied an NFL record set in 1929 by running for 6 touchdowns in the game. Saints never punted. Set a record of yards gained in a game by Vikings opponent, 583. Drew Brees, 19-26 for 311 yards. 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Manuel Sanders caught 4 passes for 83 yards. Linebacker Quan Alexander hurt his right Achilles. He's on injured reserve. Bye-bye, Quan. That's a big loss. Tight end Josh Hill suffered a hand injury in Friday's 52-33 win. This is questionable. Safety Marcus Williams. Defensive tackle Malcolm Brown. Offensive tackle Andrews Pete. Center Nick Easton. Defensive end Trey Hendrickson are all listed as questionable to go this week. Sorry, everyone congratulating us on the Oklahoma State victory. A gorgeous victory. I mean, triple up. Anybody interested in getting a triple up here? We hit the over. We hit Oklahoma State double up. 3-0. We're murking. But I don't want to talk about it because I feel like it'll go away if I do. Panthers coming off a 2013 win at Washington. Also, Texas up 7-0. Of course, we're on Texas first half and full game, baby. Ooh, hands are leaking. Full. Panthers are coming off a 2013 win at Washington and snapped their 3-game losing streak. Bridgewater was 19-28 for 197 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Curtis Samuel caught 5 passes for 106 yards, ran 7 times for 52 yards. Defensive end Brian Burns is playing hurt and is questionable again this week. Offensive tackle Trent Scott was put on IR with a shoulder injury. Left tackle Trent Scott was already filling in for Russell Okung. So now you have the backup hurt. McCaffrey, Okung, defensive end, Austin Larkin, cornerback Troy Pride are all listed as questionable. Saints, Panthers, Bebsy, 6.5 point favorites for the Saints. Going to go to 7 soon. Take it away.
Well, I mean, the Saints are still in a position where if Green Bay loses and Seattle loses, they can still get top spots. So you got to figure they're gunning in this one. But at the same time, you know, you got a rookie coach on the other side who's still trying to prove that. I mean, they love Matt Rule. I think he had a successful season in that they won more games than anticipated. They were in more games than anticipated, and they dealt with injuries along the way. So I think his job is obviously safe, but I still think he probably wants to prove himself, and a big win against the Saints at this stage would be huge for him. So they're not going to lay down, and Teddy Bridgewater is not going to lay down against his old team. So this is a really tough spot, I think, for the Saints, especially coming off, the drubbing led by Alvin Kamara and his 50-point fantasy week. So I don't know. This might be a look to fade Alvin Kamara props, but I can't bet on this line right now. It feels like the Saints should cover easily. You know, they're a much better team rounding into playoff form, and again, still with a chance to take that top seed. But there's something about divisional opponents, big spreads, spoiler spot, everything to me. My gut says upset spot. I still think the Saints win, but I think the Panthers can keep this one close. So I don't want to lay money with the Panthers, but my lean is the Panthers and the points here.
You know, I think you're absolutely right. Let's just ensure and go over what the Saints have to play for here. So they have something to play for. They're 11-4, tied with the Seahawks. Then we have the Packers at 12-3. So they do have something to play for. Again, I still think, and I still believe at this point that you don't want to travel in the playoffs that you want home field because you don't want to.
And if Drew Brees is your quarterback, you want a first-round break. He still can't be 100% healthy, and
They can't get it. They can't get it.
They can't?
No, if the Packers lose and the Saints win, I thought the Packers didn't the Packers beat the Saints? Heads up, am I tripping out?
It's it doesn't go head-to-head first. It goes divisional record first.
Not strength of schedule? Divisional record?
And then strength of schedule is second. Am I wrong?
I thought the Saints can't get there. Yeah, Ron Burns either they can't get first. So, but I'm talking about the second and third seed. And what do you guys think of this? Because I think that people are talking about how there's no home field advantage. I actually think that's wrong now, because this is now extremely important football, and you don't want to travel with COVID out of control. And I know planes are safe, but
I don't know. You're still moving within your bubble. I agree with you to some extent. Let's just say there's less of an influence on it than ever before. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. Ideally, you would not want to travel. If you had my druthers, you come to me. But
yeah,
obviously, for example, Seattle's home field advantage is massive. Nobody can hear their play calls because of the acoustics of that stadium. So
I understand that, but I think that this whole there's no home field advantage has been taken a little too far now.
I mean, it really comes down to being able to call audibles, being able to come up to the line, comfortably call audibles. Yeah, travel sucks, but it's not as bad. And look, this is the playoffs. These guys are jumping in.
We love you, Sebastian Cornwell, and you're right. This chat is spectacularly helpful. Okay, so I agree with you, and I agree with you on the Panthers here. I think this makes a lot of sense that the Panthers will make this a tight game, and I think that we wait. I think this moves to 7. The leading indicator books are telling us it's going to move to 7.
Yeah,
I think it's a sharp look. Bebsy. Do you want to make that official for you?
No, I'm going to wait. I'd like it to get to 7 too. And, right now, again, it's my gut saying this, backed by a little bit of logic, but I do like being called smart.
Sure. I get it. I've also taken over the lead in our odds.com playoff pool. I've jumped right over Ragu, the big Ragu, eating my dust.